Good morning, everyone. Let's have a quick look at your markets today. We'll start with the economic calendar. So there's already been some data released for the European Union. Unfortunately, most of it was below expectation or worse than expectation. We've also had worse than expectation results for the yen last night or this morning. And we've got the 10-year bond for the Italian, which falls part of the European Union. So we'll see if that's a good result. That should move markets a bit as well. Then on the dollar, we have some retail inventories. I think we'll keep an eye on this one. Personal spending gives an indication of consumer confidence. And at this point, we expect it to be exceptionally low. But if this is higher than expectation, that could actually strengthen the dollar again. Now, we've got GDPs on Canadian dollar today. That's going to make a move, definitely. I'm going to speak about Canada again. Jackson Hole Symposium is continuing. We've got British governor speaking after the symposium. Then we've got consumer expectation and consumer sentiment for Michigan. That's going to be important. Well, slightly less important, I think, than in yesterday's news event. So for those of you who don't know, Fed Chairman Powell confirmed that they will actually allow higher than the 2% inflation rate, over a period of time in an effort to help job creation and economic growth. So usually inflation is set at 2% and they try to keep it below 2%. But as expectations were, he's confirmed that they'll allow it to go higher, moderately higher than the 2% to make up for, the bad conditions in the economy and allow for growth. So that was actually expected, and after all that, the dollar plummeted. It whipsawed first and then plummeted. We'll have a further look at that later on. Now let's quickly have a look at, let's just see I'm curious about where strong buy, strong sell on the FTSE, euros, strong buy. That's not bad. And then on the hourly, also strong buy, also strong sell, neutral. Okay, interesting. Now on the new individual pairs, we've got everything is bearish dollar today. I don't even have to look at this to know it. If there's a dollar pair in it, it'll be bearish against the dollar. So that's something to keep an eye on. I see that they expect the European one to be strong buy. Yeah, I could see that potentially. There might be a pullback at the moment, but bigger picture, I think that could be correct. So let's just have a quick look at gold. Oh yeah. If the dollar is bearish, gold is usually bullish. So this is actually interesting because some analysts said that they expect gold to go back to the 1800 level before continuing its move up. I'm not sure that's true. I do expect it to retrace a little more than it has now, but I don't think it'll go back to 1800. Too many people have put money in gold long term now. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. I don't trade gold. I just use it as a market sentiment indicator. Anyway, that being said, let's go to the charts. So as you can see, dollar index severely down and going. What's happening? Everything's going against the dollar. It's insane. Euro's gone down. Well, no, it hasn't. This is the euro dollar. It's pretty much the same. But this one, we know what this candle is about. The Japanese Prime Minister, Abe, he confirmed he's going to retire due to health reasons. He posted that just over an hour ago. So we know what this is about. They bought the rumors, sold the news, it tends to happen. So everyone was shorting the yen when it was confirmed, even though it was expected. Everyone took profit, and it brought this huge collapse on. So not unexpected. Everyone expected to buy the rumors, sell the news on that, and they did expect him. Everyone was predicting that because he had an 8-hour visit to a hospital, they did assume that it's health issues and that he's going to retire when he called a press conference. So, if you know these things, a lot of fundamental analysts, they would have made a lot of money here. Pushed it up there, taken profit somewhere just before the news release, maybe on this candle or something. I don't know. I had an expert advisor, a trading bot, that had a buy there, and it went all the way up. Then the news pushed it back down, so I closed it manually with a little bit of profit. So, because this one started trending, as you can see, it started trending, and the bot said, "Hey, it's finally trending again. Let's see." And obviously it did go up, but then the news event collapsed it, and I had to close it manually. That's why you can't just do a bot, without monitoring it. Any expert advisor is prone to losses as a result of news events, so you need to keep an eye on them. It's okay to use them. They take all the emotion out of it, which makes it a lot easier to be profitable. But then you need to keep an eye on news events and make sure that it's not against your bot's position. So that's something interesting for today. The yen is gonna probably strengthen again. Now, euro, I could potentially see this start trending up with the dollar going down, the euro going up. We should see this. Looking at the odd, we obviously know this is going to keep going up. Everything should top out eventually. So, everything that's going up now should see an end to it. Here's the New Zealand dollar, US dollar I spoke about yesterday. Remember I said that I expected to retrace to this level. It did hit it. Ignore this candle. This is the big symposium speech thing that caused all of this. Ignore it when you're doing your analysis, because a whipsaw like that will just completely screw everything up. So if you're drawing trend lines going forward, don't use this candle. You can use the level where it stopped. That's still relevant, but it's not going to be a trend like that. So just keep that in mind. But anyway, so after that, it came down to the first level. Didn't make it all the way to the 50 level, but you don't get to have a 50% retrace on everything. So it went down to this level and then started gradually going up again. This should keep going up. I don't know. The dollar with its bearish sentiment could see lower lows across the board today. Speaking of, remember our old friend, the Canadian dollar. It's still going down. There's nothing stopping this. I don't care what people say about oil prices going down. After a hurricane spoils oil production, and then you've got US dollar bearish sentiment. What's going to stop this? You'll have to start looking at really severe lines or support lines. Look at lines over there maybe, and then the next one's there. It ignored it last time, so it might ignore it again. Then that one was ignored here, so potentially this line is good. This could be where it stops. That would be 100% retracement of this. So let's just see. See that 100% line? That's going to be where it stops, I think. Even if it just pauses there. But that could potentially see it move sideways, and moving sideways could see it break out of this downward trend, and that could be a reversal. So we'll watch it, but I mean, I'm not confident in this going up. People that did say that it should, the Canadian dollar is under pressure, but it looks just fine to me. Okay, dollar Swissy has finally broken out. We should see this continue downwards. Dollar yen, now we know what happened here. I just explained it. The yen will be stronger. This could potentially keep going down. Actually, this thing is not. Oh, it opened a sell order. That's fine. Not sure why it's above the line. It should be below the line. I'll probably just close that out. But it should keep going, so we'll see. We'll definitely keep an eye on it. Yeah, maybe put it there. We'll see what it does. And this has a trailing stop on it, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, 40-point trailing stop. It should be fine. It shouldn't have opened there though. That's annoying. Anyway, so yeah, we've got this being a bearish sentiment. Me personally, I'm looking at this pair today. I expect this to turn around. I think this is the end. Now, it might not look like that. To you, it looks like it's just retracing in the channel. But if you look at the bigger picture, look at this. You see that it's on the close there. Yeah, it is. You see that trend line. We've had false breakouts before, recently as well. I think this is look at that rejection wick on the daily. Look at the rejection wick. So I think this is turning. I could be wrong, but for me this is like, look at that. That whole thing is just a wick on the daily. This whole movement. Now we know this. I mean, we've seen it before. We know that that's a bearish signal. So I honestly think this is it topping out, and it should come down again. So I could be wrong, but I think this is going to be my position for today, and I'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, that's what I expect. Going short on the New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen. Just want to see it close below this line again. If it closes below this line, I'm going short. And that's going to be my entry signal confirmation. And then we'll ride it. I don't know to where yet. I mean, I could draw the lines in. We've got this. So many different lines. Yeah, that one is. It's really a zone. I'll put it there. Yeah, this one has acted as both support and resistance. I don't know. I don't think it'll move all the way down, but within the channel it could go all the way down to there. So I'll probably put my take profit there. So that level is 72.50. That's going to be my take profit. So you'll have take profit 1. Let's say 75.60. And then take profit 2 at 72.50. If you're going to do swing trading, you could potentially leave it and wait for a swing trading reversal signal before getting out. But it's up to you. I just do there, and I'm happy with whatever profit I get. Within the channel, I should get some good movement to the downside, even though it's against the short-term trend. I think on the daily, it's with the overall long-term trend. So, the trend is your friend until it ends. So we'll see if this is it ending, or if it's going to do exactly what I expect. We'll keep an eye on it. Anyway, that's my video for today. Hope it helps. Good luck and enjoy.